Mohon izin untuk menyampaikan presentasi berbahasa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everybody. The honorable, all the judges of these competitions and all of the audience. Thank you for the chance that I can stand in front of you all to deliver my best practice entitled The Implementations of Digital Learning using Canva application with the CIRC method, Cooperative Integrated Reading Collaboration. Okay, I am Dimata Zahra. I'm an English teacher in MTSN 15 Jombang. Next. Well, as the title for the introduction, it stated in Permendikbud number 22, 2006, say that English is the tool for communication, both orally and written. That's why we must be, understand some informations and then feelings and also the knowledge and technology. The communicative competence is the language competence. So they have to understand the text that realize in the four skills, that is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And for the introductions, I teach in the 8th graders, and then in the 8th graders, for the essay text, there is a recount text. So I choose this material to be my research. According to Fadlun 2011, the context is the text that tells about someone past experience. They can tell currently and evenly. Okay, next. Well, let's go to the objectives of the conditions in learning English. Of course, because of the problem, so I do the research about this. And the first problem is because of the motivations of the students is very low, especially in the writing recount text. That's why I try to do the research concerning the writing recount text. And the second problem, the model and the method, the learning method that can be used, it's still conventional. So it can be make the student feel boring, and they do not have the challenge to in teaching and learning process. There is no challenging. And the third problem, many teachers still use the conventional media. They do not use any kinds of learning media, especially digital media. Okay, next. Now, according to the title that I use, Canva applications, we can see. Let's see why I do use this. I will tell later. Just look at the graphic. This is the results of the graphic. The first graphic shows that the blue color, it is they can complete the learning to task, yeah, and then the yellow one, the orange one, this is incomplete yet. So the average, the class average, this is about 58.12 in the first doing when I use the conventional way without any digital media. And the result is nine students from 24, so they can complete the lesson. This is only 37.5%. Otherwise, 15 students do not complete the lesson well. This is when I use the conventional way. So they have only write the idea, only write the sentence in paper without using any digital media. But when I change and I use the digital media, especially using Canva application, we can show the graphic. All of the graphic shows complete the lesson. So 100% students can do the teaching and learning process and can this is successful from 24. The class average become 84.16. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so after the activity, I give the student reflection. So it shows from the graphic, we can see that the learning-based Canva application using CIRC method can increase the the learning process, especially in the writing context. Okay, next. Okay, let me show the the video. This is my reflection to my students. So I give the reinforcement for the students, group 1, well done for group 2, especially for the the student work. Okay. Because of there are only 24 students in the class, so I divided it into 5 groups. This is group 1. Thank you for all the students. You are great. So this is the reinforcement for me and as the reflection after the lessons end. Next. Okay, now why I use the Canva application? Why I integrate with the CIRC method? Well, the implementations of digital learning based Canva here, because I see the impact of the Industrial Revolution 4.0. It says that the student must be master the technology and internet. We can see right now that all of the students have their own cheat sheet, right? And they cannot use the cheat sheet in the right way. They only play the games or maybe just chit chat in the social media. So that's why we have to ask the students to use the digital media. The second impact is we have to use the technology as the learning media practicely. Practice here, practice the time, practice of the place, and practice of the way, I think, because digital is very practice. And the third impact that the student visual iterations in learning English, I try to use Canva application. And why I use Canva? Okay, let me tell you that my Canva is registered as the Canva for education. That's why I ask the student to join in my class, Canva class. I have Canva class and I give them the link. They can join in my Canva class. For what? In order to, they can use any kinds of template that I have freely. If they, if they open their own Canva account, they must be paying for any kinds of template. But if they come to my class, Canva class, they can use the template freely because my Canva is for education. Again, why Canva? Because Canva have many interesting design and we can use it freely. Very interesting. And the second, it can be increase the students and teachers' creativity in using or creating the learning media. And the third, this is the simple one. Using Canva is very simple. Why? It can be operated not only in the laptop, but we can use our or change it. So this is simple. And
Explain
yeah,
2 minutes.
yeah, okay. So why I use them, integrate with them CIRC, Cooperative Integrated Reading Collaborations, a method, according to Slavin 2005, said that students will be motivated when they work in a team. So CIRC, this is the student can increase their critical thinking, their creativity, their communication, and also they can collaborate with their friends. Okay, next. Yeah. As long as I do my research, I face many obstacles, and this is the obstacle because the law of the signal, and the solution is I change the class. I ask the student to move the class to the laboratory computer. Okay, and then not all the student can operate Canva well. This way, the solution, I ask the student who can operate it to help their friends. And the third, some students do not have a smartphone. And the solution, maybe their friends can share, or they can use the computer in the computer laboratory. Because I asked students to move to the laboratory computer. And then the third, some of the students, what is the silly one? This is disturb their friends who have finished their job by cheating their work. So I have to pay more attention to the student who have high kinesthetic. Okay, next. Yes, and this is the conclusion. The conclusion that the digital learning, it must be the learning alternative for the students. That we can see that the students right now have their own changes. And the suggestion, my first suggestion, this is for the teacher. The teacher have to apply some model on learning method in order to make the student be actively and challenging in learning. And my suggestion for the student must be use their smartphone for learning, not only for playing game, not only for chit chat in the WhatsApp, yeah, but for learning. And the last, my suggestion for the headmaster must be give the guidance for the teachers that they have to use the digital media for learning. Okay, I think that's all my presentation. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.